Bisola felt a force pull her hair tie from behind, revealing her bald head, to the shock of the entire village. In the heart of the ancient Benin Kingdom, where the golden sunset painted the sky in hues of orange and crimson, there lived a princess whose beauty transcended the realms of mere mortal comprehension. Bisola was the only child of her parents, and as such was cherished by her parents. Bisola's beauty was unmatched, as her long flowing hair formed a crown that cascaded down her back like a waterfall of ebony silk. Such long hair had never been seen in the entire Benin Kingdom. Growing up by Bisola's side was her cousin Nike. Nike was the daughter of Soji and Folake, the king's only brother. Bisola and Nike were born around the same time, and they shared a bond that surpassed familiar ties. Nike's mother, Folake, had such skillful hands that wielded magic. She was so skilled that she was made the royal hairdresser. She alone was in charge of Bisola's extraordinary hair, as she carefully crafted intricate braids for Bisola, the princess. The queen would always take Bisola to her auntie's place for her hair appointments, and it was such a great time to play and bond with Nike. As Princess Bisola and Nike grew older, they remained inseparable, as they were always found together. But fate, with his capricious hand, dealt cruel blow to Bisola. Suddenly, her once luxurious hair started to thin out and fall. It started gradually and faced off all her front hair and edges. She had to stop all forms of breeding to find a solution to her problem. Her aunt Folake, the royal hairdresser, prepared a hair growth oil and encouraged her to apply it consistently to revamp her hair. Instead of progressing, things got worse, and Bisola lost all her hair entirely. Gradually, she equally lost her self-esteem. She cried indoors all day and could never ever leave her room or the palace. The entire scenario was a royal secret which the villagers were unaware of. On one fateful evening, Bisola decided to try her hands on Ankara scarves just to cheer herself up. Surprisingly, this turned out so beautiful. The Ankara scarf gave Bisola such confident boosts that she decided to start going out again. The vibrant Ankara scarf made her embrace her baldness with such confidence. In the midst of all this, Nike remained Bisola's steadfast companion, offering comfort and solace in her darkest hour. With her newfound Ankara scarf, suitors began to approach, drawn by her inner beauty and resilience. One cool evening, Auntie Folake came knocking with a new solution, a powerful hair grow oil, specially formulated to grow Bisola's hair in a month's time. Auntie Folake promised that the powerful ingredients incorporated in the hair growth oil will boost Bisola's hair growth in unimaginable rates. The downside of this hair growth oil was that it had such a pungent smell that could actually suffocate a human being. The foul smell added to Bisola's woes. People started avoiding her and murmuring behind her back. The villagers couldn't fathom the cause of the smell and why the princess would smell so bad. Bisola, determined to regain her lost glory, stuck to applying the hair cream oil, believing that it would give her the desired result within a month's time. During these trying times, Bisola would usually take her time off to visit the village stream at the boundary of Benin and Okene. The tranquility that the stream brought was what her heart truly longed for. Few weeks after Bisi started her stream therapy, luck shone on her. A promising suitor came knocking at the gate of the palace. Prince Akin, the son of the crown king of Benin Kingdom. His arrival was heralded with such celebration. The palace, which was once filled with gloom, was once again filled with joy and celebration. Prince Akin was so certain of his intention to marry Bisola that the preparation for the wedding kicked off immediately. Amidst preparation, Bisola could not help but worry. How come the prince is not bothered about the foul smell from my head? That's quite strange. Every other person I have met in the past ran away from me, particularly because of this foul smell. More crucial than the foul smell, Bisola was so worried about her secret. How would Prince Akin react to the news? Thought of all this made Bisola so uneasy. Nike, on the other hand, consoled Bisola and warned her sternly against revealing the secret to Prince Akin. Do you want to chase him away with such revelation? It's better he finds out himself, so just keep short. Princess Bisola took Nike's words very seriously and kept the entire truth from Prince Akin. The day of the wedding, people were gathered from far and wide to witness the wedding of two kingdoms. Princess Bisola felt so concerned and uneasy. She kept praying that nothing would go wrong. At the peak of the wedding, the couple were asked to move to the dance floor to perform the traditional couple dance. As the couple swayed to the sweet melody of the music, tragedy struck with the force of a thunderbolt. In a moment of betrayal, Bisola felt a force pull her hair tie from behind, revealing her bald head, to the shock of the entire village. Dead silence enveloped the entire guests. The whole arena became as quiet as a graveyard. Bisola, consumed by shame, turned around to see the betrayer, only to find her one and only beloved cousin Nike holding her scarf with an evil grin on her face. Princess Bisola broke down in sorrows and uncontrollable tears. As gasps of shock echoed throughout the arena, all eyes was fixed on Prince Akin of Benin Kingdom, whose gaze was fixed on Bisola with unwavering devotion. The entire crowd was looking at Prince Akin, hoping to see his reaction from the entire scenario. With a voice as steady as beating of a drum, he spoke, as if prepared to render a speech. Great people of Benin and Benin Kingdom, what you all have witnessed today is a revelation of deep betrayal and greed. Nike is not just Princess Bisola's cousin. She is her most treasured friend and confidant. And to think that her friend could betray her on her most memorable day shows us all how evil the heart of man is. Great people of Benin and Benin Kingdom, please permit me to take us back memory lane. I, Prince Akin, returning back from the city to my beautiful hometown of Benin, I decided to explore the village and enjoy every bit of its scenery. Along my line of exploration, I fell in love with the Nkese stream that separates the Benin and Benin Kingdom. I would usually stroll down to the stream to watch people come to fetch water and wash their clothes and do all manner of activities. On one fateful evening, I sighted a beautiful damsel. Her beauty and innocence were unfathomable. On a closer look, I noticed that she was bald because she usually pulled off her scarf to wash her face and her head. Another thing I found very fascinating about her was the way she treated her maid servants. This was second to none. On several occasions, I was tempted to approach her, but my instincts led me to follow her from a distance. I followed her until I discovered that she was the princess of the great Benin Kingdom. Studying Princess Bisola was not a day job. I knew her very well enough before I came knocking on the door of the palace. I asked questions and got answers from very reliable sources. Everything that played out today is of no surprise to me at all. As the crowd murmured in disbelief of the tumultuous aftermath of his revelation, Ajala, the village wise man, stormed the wedding arena. His presence was likened to that of a mighty tornado.
Anyone here that has any confession to make should do so or risk being struck down by thunder.
The entire arena was silent once again.
At the count of 5, 1, 2, 3.
Immediately, Auntie Folake rushed out and knelt before the princess. Please forgive me. I did it to protect my family's lineage. Please, I am sorry. 25 years ago, when I was married into the royal family, I was certain that my husband Soji would be the next crowned king of Benin Kingdom. However, the gods chose his younger brother instead of my husband Soji. All my dreams and ambition to become the crowned queen was shattered before my eyes. I decided to do something to at least return the crown to my family. If I could find a way to render Princess Bisola, the only child of the king and queen, useless, the royal scepter would automatically return to my family. From the first day I was made Princess Bisola's hairdresser, I have been lacing her hair cream with untraceable doses of hair removal ingredients. I wanted her hair loss to be slow and unnoticeable. The result of all this only became obvious when she became of age. When I noticed that she had found solution to her problem by tying beautiful scarves and attracting young men, I decided to re-strategize by inculcating very foul-smelling ingredients into a hair growth oil. I convinced her that the oil will make her hair grow long within a short period of time. At the arrival of Prince Akin, it felt like my plan was about to be sabotaged once again. I plotted with my daughter Nike to stage what happened today in the view of everyone, to bring embarrassment and shame to Princess Bisola so that Prince Akin would turn his back and no one would ever be able to marry Princess Bisola. Great people of Okene, please, I am asking for your forgiveness and mercy on this day. Please spare my life. The entire village started revolting in riots. How could someone be this wicked? The village wise man called the palace guards to shave Auntie Folake's hair, and they applied a permanent hair loss oil with the worst foul smell that she could ever imagine, and she was finally banished from the entire village and its vicinity. Her name forever tarnished by stains of deceit and betrayal. In the heart of the kingdom, amidst the ruins of the shattered mission of Auntie Folake, Princess Bisola and Prince Akin stood united. With the passage of time, Bisola's hair, once lost to the winds of misfortune, began to bloom and blossom anew. Princess Bisola and Prince Akin also had a beautiful daughter, and as she cradled her daughter in her arms, she vowed to impart upon her the wisdom of self-love and acceptance, ensuring that the echoes of deception would never again darken the halls of the royal palace.